So we had our champions. So it's a 2-day event that we bring in owners and operators. We teach them how to sell our services. With AT&T, we're offering wireless, we're offering broadband and entertainment services.
So as we look ahead here, kind of moving forward, we got AT&T TV coming up. What else excites you about 2020 for this membership?
I mean, we've got 5G on the horizon. For our members to be able to offer their customers the latest and greatest in technology to get that new customer base coming in.
This is a cool podcast to get to do because there is so much happening in this space right now, and just so much evolution going on. And that was Eric Sindelar, our new director of connected services for Nationwide Marketing Group. And Eric and I got to chatting at prime time, and we've done a couple things together. We're both the newbies in a sense here at Nationwide Marketing Group, and Eric, first time on the Independent Thinking podcast with me here, but we've gotten to chatting about some of the things that he's got going on. AT&T, the program with Nationwide, is just about a year. I think this prime time actually marks its 1-year anniversary with Nationwide, and a lot has happened in the past year. Program that was started by Lee McDonald, the director of CE for Nationwide, and subsequently picked up by Eric when he came on board. But just so much happening. This was the second prime time in Houston. This was the second prime time that AT&T, was involved with and ran their Champions program down there in Houston, and just some really cool stuff, some cool figures that Eric got to sharing with us, and the direction that this program's heading, and kind of the opportunity it presents to, all of our dealers out there, no matter the product category, their main product category, and kind of what they have going on, but. It's one that only he can tell best, I think. So he's got it down. He's a great, spokesperson for what AT&T is doing, and how he's sort of helping navigate that partnership and getting more retailers signed up and selling these products and services. So let's just turn the mic over to Eric Sindelar here from our conversation at Primetime. We're back on the Independent Thinking podcast here live from Primetime in Houston, and this is Rob Stock, Communications Manager here for Nationwide, and sitting down right now with Eric Sindelar, my fellow first-timer in a sense.
Yes,
here
first
at
time
Primetime.
together.
So, Eric, appreciate you taking the time, sitting down with us. Director of Connected Services.
Correct.
And like I said, a Primetime first-timer. So. Yeah, that doesn't roll off the tongue very easily. Primetime first timer, but no. How are things going for
both
for
of
you?
us?
I know,
first,
right?
Well, you've been here before, but you've been here before, but first time as an employee and first time for me.
Yes.
And I tell you what, it's been an incredible experience. So we had our champions, which so it's a 2-day event that we bring in the members, owners and operators. We teach them how to sell our services. With AT&T, we're offering wireless, we're offering broadband and entertainment services. We teach them on how to offer those in these different environments, whether it's with a television or attaching it to appliances. We walk them through that process and how to use the tools and services. It was great.
So get into that a little more, because I know you say you're teaching them the services. What goes on? There's like full-on role-playing going on in these classes, right? As far as what the training looks like and how in-depth it really gets.
Yeah, it's so immersive. We call it a hands-on. And we're not teaching out, hey, this is your rate plan,
right,
and this is we're teaching on where to find the tools and resources and how you incorporate it in the sales process. That's the first portion. Then the second portion is let's be hands-on and let's actively do it and participate and use those things. So it's an immersion where you start to teach and train. You understand how to utilize those tools.
Sure.
It's a great experience for them.
And I know that we're sitting here day one of the expo. The training happened the 2 days prior, so those guys are done. What feedback have you heard from them? I'm sure you got plenty while the sessions were going on. So what are members saying about what that was like and what you guys can take back and learn for maybe Champions 3?
Yeah, so being in consumer electronics for 20 years and in the wireless industry for 5 years, sometimes a 2-day session, you're like, what are those real takeaways? What was so amazing, Rob, is where they come out and they're going, the confidence that they see going, wow, I can really do this. Sometimes when you're talking about services, something that you can't touch and feel, it makes it more challenging. But one, being able to present it confidently and very easily and saying, like, I see your phone right there, and I can go, hey, you got your phone right there, Rob. Hey, what carrier are you on? Easily being able to tie that in. Those are some of the things that we taught them where they can do it, and also to being able to use the system. So our partnership with AT&T, we also are partnered with DSI, and with DSI, the system that we use is Sarah Plus. Being able to do transactions, a services transaction in 15 minutes is absolutely amazing, and they leave there with the confidence going, I can do this.
That's unbelievable, and I know, last show in New Orleans, getting to sort of see that first go around of what AT&T, again, I guess show 0, I'll have to call it because it doesn't count as number 1. But to see what sort of the reaction from champions were, and then to get into the booth and see what, not only the retail displays are awesome, but then like you mentioned, talking about the process of what it's like to buy from these independent retailers. Seamless experience, no inventory management that they have to worry about, so it's not a drag on your warehouse or stock room that you got. So I mean, this is a simplified program that makes it the barrier to entry for these members is it's very limited in a sense. So, what for the retailer out there that may be on the fence, like, well, why would wireless or why would offering something from AT&T make sense in my store? What's sort of that conversation, whether it's around the simplified process or why it makes sense? What would you tell them?
So something that you hit on is really key. Like, there's the no inventory cost is really key, and I want to expand on this. If somebody wanted to be in the wireless business and do a relationship with AT&T, it's a long process. You're talking 5 to 6 months to get that set up to go direct with them. In addition to that, it's a heavy investment between having an AT&T program, marketing, all that stuff. It's a $500,000 investment when you tie in inventory as well. With us, we're able to cut down the time frame, so it's not 5 to 6 months. You can be up and running it as little as 21 days. Crazy. To be able to start selling products and services. And then all those franchise fees, anything like that, we cover all that. As being a Nationwide member, there's zero cost for this program, so we can get you up and running. Yeah, we're so proud to be able to offer that.
Yeah, and I know something we talked about too is that the kind of the headline, or I don't want to call it the headline necessarily, but the thing I think people think about most when you're talking about AT&T and the offerings, and you see the cell phone, smartphone displays that we've got out here, is the phone. But there's a lot more to this, and I know there's more coming down the road here. That I just want you to hit on as far as what other opportunities our members have, in getting involved with an AT&T and DSI.
Yeah, so of course we have wireless, and one of the things I do want to hit on wireless is you get special promotions that nobody else gets. So that drives where you could use your current customer base and draws more customers in. So it's a great opportunity there above and beyond what the national offers are. There's broadband services. So now with the Internet of Things and as we grow with 5G, there's going to be more capabilities. AT&T offers broadband in several markets. And then in addition to that, we have DirecTV as well that we offer from an entertainment and services standpoint. And soon launching.
Yeah, this is the big one. This is what gets me jazzed. I cannot wait.
We are going to have AT&T TV. We've got a demo going, and we've just done so many demos already. And our members are amazed at this product. What it does, Rob, is it's like an aggregator. It pulls together all of your Hulu, Netflix. It pulls it all in one. It's got a voice remote. So you can say, hey, I want to watch baseball, and it'll pull up everything that's for baseball. So you'll be able to take a look at all those products and services across all the different types of streams. But in addition to that, you might get warm in the room. You might get excited because of the baseball game you're watching, and you might want to go
fired up.
Yeah, you're getting a little excited and go, hey, Google, turn the temperature down. It's a Google remote to also control the connected home.
That's crazy.
So with AT&T TV, it aggregates all those services that you have. It offers local channels. It's going to be able to control the connected home. 500 hours of recording.
Jeez.
That's cloud-based, so no matter wherever you are.
500. So that's roughly, I believe you could just about hold the entire Game of Thrones collection. Just about.
And then some, Rob.
And then some, yeah.
And then some, right? So you'd be able to do all that, and you can binge watch as much as you want, Rob. And then you can watch it from anywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's great. It's a really cool offering, and something that it's exciting to see that it's going to be available to members, and it kind of leads to another point is that something we've been talking about a lot is that a struggle for customers. There's a constant fight for foot traffic, right? And not even just foot traffic, different foot traffic. And so, your typical appliance dealers might see 7 to 10 years, I believe, is the refresh cycle. We're talking about smartphones, that they're coming out it's not every year at this point. Different carriers, not carriers, different manufacturers. You got your Apples, your Samsungs, your LGs. They're rolling phones out basically every quarter. Google has, their Pixel. Mm-hmm. So, you're talking about the opportunity to showcase these things in your store and attract younger customers, more frequent customers. Mm-hmm. So, it sort of sells itself, doesn't it?
Yeah. You think about maybe an appliance, furniture. It might be, I don't know, every 7 to 10 years that customer might come back looking for those things. With phones, you're talking every maybe 18 to 24 months. And actually with AT&T, there's a rate plan called Next Up. People, I see your phone. I'm just staring at it. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Like Rob, you're like the latest and greatest. Yeah. You're probably updating your phone every single year.
Unintentional plug, I may have AT&T, and this may be the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So,
All right. Well, we love that, Rob. We love that about you. So with a rate plan like Next Up, you can actually get the phone, trade that one in, and every single year you're eligible to get the latest and greatest device. So what that does for our members is that repeat foot traffic coming in and being able to get them the latest and greatest devices. Yeah, we're really excited about that.
That's awesome. So as we look ahead here, we're at prime time right now, but kind of moving forward, we got AT&T TV coming up. What else excites you about 2020 for this membership?
So first off, 5G. We've got 5G on the horizon, and when we look back at 2019, 10 plus million 5G phones sold. For our members to be able to offer their customers the latest and greatest in technology to get that new customer base coming in,
yep.
We're going to be upwards of hundreds of thousands of 5G phones that are going to be sold. So excited about that. We're excited about AT&T TV. And the rate plans, I definitely want to hit on that from a wireless standpoint. The price point on rate plans, it's the best in the industry. So for all those, when our members able to educate their customers on these rate plans, educate on 5G, and being able to bundle all these things together and give one simple price, it's an amazing service and offering. So 5G on the horizon, Rob. I'm super excited.
So definitely a reason. I know, talk about Apple, that 5G phone might launch this year. So I think there might be a reason to the Next Up. So
yes.
we'll see.
Great,
see.
great.
No. But Eric, I appreciate you coming over, chatting with us. I know this is prime time, so I know there's meetings back to back, even if it's our first one. So we got a busy schedule. So.
It's been really busy.
Have you had time to enjoy Houston?
No, I'll be perfectly honest, Rob, no, I haven't. It's as you said, I've been at some restaurants and had meetings there.
Yeah.
And then, in fact, right before this, you had to come grab me because I was in a meeting. So it's been busy. I've had a blast. From champions, that was a great time. We had 100 plus champions that we trained. We're so excited about that. And now with the members, our AT&T booth right now, it's as you came over,
it's packed
we're packed with everybody, all our new members that are so excited about this program. We're educating them on all these products and services that we have to offer. So it's been a busy week, Rob, and but it's been a blast for my first prime time.
That's awesome. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Let you go get back to that busy schedule. So, Eric, appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the show, and we'll be chatting soon.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, Rob.
Got it. right, and a huge thanks again to Eric for taking time out of his primetime schedule to sit down with us for the Independent Thinking podcast, and just enjoy seeing how that program has evolved and where it's heading, and just I know he gets excited when we get new retailers to sign up for it and add that product so seamlessly, really, to their stores, and just a cool. A guy that shows a lot of excitement, and it comes through in his interviews. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And as always, appreciate you listening to the podcast. And we will catch you next time.